Saving Energy and Code Green at Arlington High School. Next on Conversations. Hi, and welcome to Conversations. I'm Jeannie Curtis, and today we'll visit with Arlington High School Principal Jennifer Young about a recent Code Green event at her school. But first, we have with us AISD Energy Manager Jennifer Duplessis. Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, Jennifer, as Energy Manager of the school district, what are your responsibilities?
Basically, anything that includes utilities from electricity, natural gas, and water. I look at how much we're spending on those utilities and how we can better negotiate contracts so that we're spending less. We also look at the facility side, from the type of equipment that we have in the buildings to how we're operating that equipment, which can be pretty complicated to make sure we're doing that as efficiently as possible. And then we also look at talking with the occupants in the building to see what we can do to help them save energy.
What can we do to save energy in our schools?
Well, there's a lot that people inside the building can do. Since there's only one energy manager in the district and a whole lot of campuses, I rely a lot on the people in the buildings to help me find ways that we can save energy. Some of those things are real simple, things that you probably do at home already. Things like turning off the lights when you leave the room, making sure that when you leave the bathroom you turn off the sinks. So a lot of it is really common sense, but just things we may not think about. For example, a lot of times we may not think to turn off our computer at the end of the day. We just assume that it goes to sleep. But if we all turned off our computers every day, we would save a lot of money.
So are those things that teachers and students can do, or is there more to it that you'd like them to do?
That is definitely something that teachers and students can do, and some of our teachers and students have done an exceptional job going above and beyond and making sure things are turned off during the breaks. So everybody really has to participate together to make energy management work.
Well, how are some ways you get that message out to the schools?
That's a great question. We actually have a wonderful energy committee in Arlington, and each school and each auxiliary building even has a representative to help sponsor energy management in their building. So not only do they help implement energy management awareness programs and practices in their building, they also help me make sure that whatever types of programs we're trying to do, that we make them work and apply in the schools without interrupting what happens there day to day.
That's great. And right now you have a Turn It Off program?
We do.
Yeah, tell us about that.
I will. We have a wonderful competition that we started at the beginning of the school year. We got together with the committee and talked about how we wanted to put it together and really kicked it off in November. And it ran through the end of the March billing period because it takes us a little bit of time to get our bills back. But what we've done is all the schools in each high school cluster are competing to see who can save the most energy. So each energy committee member in the building is trying to do as much as they can to make sure each school is competing well with the other schools in that area.
And is there an award ceremony coming up for that?
There absolutely is. On May 15th at Sam Houston in the Little Theater, we're going to have a wonderful celebration. So many of our teachers and assistant principals and principals and so many people have offered their time and energy toward this, and we've already seen incredible results. We've saved $250,000 already this year, and we want to be able to really enjoy that success. So we're going to have a lot of awards. There will also be one winner for each of the 6 clusters, and of course one big winner will walk away with a big trophy.
That's great. Well, what are some examples of things that committee members are doing?
That's a good question. A lot of schools have been very, very creative. It's been a lot of fun to see what they've done. One example would be at Wood Elementary School. They had a Blackout Friday just to kind of have fun with the kids and bring about awareness. They lowered the light levels in several areas of the building and talked about energy usage. There have been lots of programs out there. One of them was at Farrell Elementary School where the Energy Committee member, Jennifer Hills, had her class perform an energy savings rap and perform that for the school.
And that is fun to watch, and I believe we have an example of it now.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Hills, and I attend Farrell. I am a 4th grade teacher. If you know anything about Farrell Elementary, our announcements are hilarious. We love to sing, we love to have jokes, we just love to have fun in the morning. So to stir up the spirit of school and to help boost the energy project, I decided to write a song that says Save Energy. And what we did is we learned the song and we performed it on the announcements just to give the school a little morale with saving energy within our school district.
5, 6, 7, go.
S-A-V-E, we have to save on energy. S-A-V-E, let's not waste electricity. another class and the light's still on?
Turn it off! Turn it off!
When you leave for the day and the computer's still on?
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Every day.
Turn it off!
All day.
Turn it off!
Every day.
Turn it off!
All day.
Turn it off! S-A-V-E. We have to save our energy. S-A-V-E. Let's not waste electricity.
That's all from Farrell Elementary. Once again, I'm Jennifer Hills. Have a great energy-saving day.
What a great rap, and it's so catchy.
It is, isn't it?
Yes. Well, Jennifer, tell us what's in store for us next year.
Well, we're excited by the results that we've seen this year, and we just want to make it bigger and better next year. I think that the more we continue this process, people will start to ingrain energy awareness into their daily habits. So we will continue to have another program next year, another competition.
So the Turn It Off competition that's happening right now is about light bulbs?
It's actually about saving energy. So we're looking at the utility bills and the actual net savings that each school sees every month. But along with that, we actually decided to do an Earth Day program to recycle light bulbs. That was part of the way that we got people interested in talking about energy savings. So we had a ton of light bulbs turned in as part of the recycling program. It's been great. A lot of students and teachers went home over Earth Day and changed their old inefficient light bulbs to the more efficient type.
And can you tell us who won that?
I can tell you, it was a teacher at Farrell Elementary School.
Really? Imagine.
And they had a ton of light bulbs that actually filled my vehicle.
Oh, that's exciting for us. Yay! Jennifer, the ultimate question. How much money has the district saved so far?
So far, we've saved over $250,000 just from this program alone.
That's fantastic. Way to go. Anything else we want to know or that your audience wants to know about saving energy?
Just continue to help us turn it off.
We will. We'll do it. Well, thank you, Jennifer, for coming on our show today.
Thank you.
All right, and up next, we're Code Green with Jennifer Young from Arlington High School, here on Conversations.
For others, it may have just been a summer job. But for me, it was training. Now I'm an Air Force pararescueman, and my job is to save lives. Make the right choices today, and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Welcome back to Conversations. I'm Jeannie Curtis. We have with us now Jennifer Young, principal at Arlington High School. Jennifer, you're here to talk about your Code Green event at Arlington High School. Tell us a little bit about that event and what happened behind it.
Well, this all started back in the summer, just having conversations with different teachers. And one of the things about high schools that can be a negative is the size of our school. And we've got over 2,800 students, and with that large a population, it's very easy to become anonymous. And so we wanted to do something that helped all of our students kind of feel a connection to the school, kind of feel an ownership to Arlington High School. And we decided that, you know, we needed to come up with an event that unified the campus, whether it be students or faculty, but we wanted everybody to be just excited and happy about being a cult. And so we came up with Code Green Week, and we set it for February, and back in August and September we started planning, raising money, begging for donations, and it just became an event that kept growing and growing, and it ended up being something that was very exciting for our campus, and turned out even better than we expected it to be.
Wonderful. Well, I know we have some footage from this event, so let's take a look and tell me what's going on.
Okay, the footage you're about to see is from our end of the week activity where we had a school-wide pep rally.
If you'll come up here with me, Peggy Martin, Ashley Smith, Susan West, Jamie Cisneros, Lori Burney, Dave Seymour, Terry Bjorklund, Jennifer Wynn, Layla Perez, Bonnie Snyder,
Ryan Willingham. Steve Ham. Haley Kuhn. Greg Gray. And Micah Green. At this point in the pep rally, I was announcing all the teachers that helped and supported our week-long event. And here we are, we're playing Price is Right. And this was one of the games that we had where the kids had to bid on what they thought an iPod cost. And then the one that got the correct price, or closest to the correct price, got the iPod. And then we also had gifts for everyone that played the game. And we called the students' names out at random, and so they would come down to take part in the event. We had Kindles, we had DVD players, we had the iPods, we had digital cameras also. So this was our first event. We called it Price is Right. And then in between our different games that we played, we had a money grab machine, and we would call students' names down, and for about 45 seconds they would transition and grab money. The second game we played involved a student and a teacher. They were paired together, and it was a mummy wrap, and so the student had to wrap the teacher with toilet paper, and it was a race. And then there was a prize to the first place winner, but then we also gave prizes to all four. But there's our English department chair, Francine Burris, getting mummied, and Coach Clyde and Coach Colley getting wrapped. And so the crowd really got into that because they were racing against the clock and trying to be the first one finished. And again, we gave, similar prizes. We gave the cameras and DVD players, and we had iPods for that one as well. Also, the teachers got prizes. We had MAV tickets, Ranger tickets, iPods. For teachers, we had weekend getaways at hotels, all expenses paid. And so they got really into it and got really excited about the prizes.
That looks incredible, and all your kids look like they're just intrigued and focused and excited about this event.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was just fun watching everybody get excited and the anticipation of whose name was going to be called, and the teachers really got into it as well.
How did you get so many great prizes?
We started back in September fundraising and asking for donations, wrote hundreds of letters to local businesses and alumni, and we were very fortunate in that we got enough money to buy T-shirts for the entire faculty and staff and students.
Is that Minute to Win It right there?
Yeah, exactly. And so the winner of that game actually got an iPad too, and that was Calvin. He was super excited, and actually every time I see him in the hallway he has the iPad still. But again, just fun ways to get kids involved and kids playing games and competing. And this was another teacher game that we had, and they had pedometers on their hands and their ankles, and they had to see who could get the most steps in a minute. And the winner of that actually got a weekend getaway at the Gaylord Hotel, all expenses paid. And the people that didn't win won Kindle, that didn't win first place got Kindle Fires, and so lots of good prizes. I think we gave away some Ranger tickets at that contest as well.
Did they volunteer, or how were they chosen?
I chose names at random. I had all throughout the week, we called kids' names and faculty names over the announcements to give away coupons to restaurants, and so it was just all at random. I had sacks with names, and I would just pull out teacher names individually and random student names as well.
That's awesome. And everybody has the same shirt?
Yes. One of the things we did is the weekend before this week, we met at school and decorated the entire building, and we had horses for over 3,000 faculty, staff, and students, and each horse had a person's name on it, and they had to go find their horse on the wall, and once they found their horse, they would bring it to us and we would give them a t-shirt. And it was really cool because at the pep rally you thought, man, yeah, a lot of people will wear their t-shirts, but I didn't realize everybody would. And I mean, everybody in the building that whole day, it was really cool watching them come in the building, and just they were excited and proud of their school and proud to be a part of it.
And tell me a little bit about the logo on the back of the shirt.
We've been talking all year about taking ownership of your education and being responsible students, and so we just emphasize the fact that I am a Colt and just wanted people to feel connected to their school. So not only are they a cult, but together we all make up Arlington High.
And I guess that's where principals from your network come in here.
Yes, here's all the Arlington High Network principals. We have some former principals, a lot of people that donated prizes and gifts and businesses. We just wanted to recognize them because without them, none of this would have happened, and to just make sure they understand that they're a part of Arlington High School also.
That's awesome. What an amazing event.
It was a lot of fun, and you know, you have dreams and visions of what it's going to look like, and then I think it exceeded everybody's expectations, and just to hear people talking about it in the community. I've had parents from other schools call and say, how can we get this in our school? And it was just really neat to see a group of people come together and just celebrate our school. And here we're doing the alma mater at the end, and it was just so cool to see the entire gym hand in hand linking together to sing the song and have fun.
Well, what an amazing looking event. About how long did that whole event last?
We started it on a 4-day week, and so it lasted Tuesday through Friday. We spent the weekend before decorating the school. We had the Alumni Association come up. The entire building was transformed. Every student had their name on a horse on the wall, and so during the week they had to find their horse, and so it was just a thing that for the entire week we just celebrated being Arlington High School. And it was a lot of fun. It took a lot of work. We started back in September planning and raising money, and it took a lot of time, but it was well worth the effort.
Well, do you have plans to do that event next year?
I think an event on this scale really can't be duplicated every year, and so our goal is we would like to do it maybe every 5 or 6 years. That way every kid that comes through Arlington High at some point in time can experience a Code Green Week. And the thing that was really cool about it this year is the teachers and the students had no idea. And so when they came in the building Tuesday morning, there was music playing. One morning we passed out donuts, one morning we passed out buttons, one morning we passed out candy bags. And so every day they were just coming to school wondering what was going to happen that day. And so I think the surprise and just catching everybody off guard was really a very cool thing.
That's awesome. Really awesome. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing that video and all those great activities that you did that week. That was great.
Well, thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
I'd also like to thank Jennifer Duplessis, the Energy Manager for AISD, and I'd like to thank you for watching. For Conversations, I'm Jeannie Curtis. We'll see you next time.